game of the 1997 season. And they bring a 3-2 record into tonight's ball game, and it's going to be a big one as they host those Lyon Mountain Eagles, who come in with a similar 3-2 record. Both teams playing some good football of late, and the Trojans, with that 3-game winning streak, look to improve that to 4 in a row tonight here against a really tough Lyon Mountain ball club. So we'll see what develops here as the teams are approaching the field. Lyon Mountain has yet to make its appearance, but UD set to go down here, and they'll have the patented lineup in there with quarterbacking again tonight, of course, will be Jim Buffington, and he'll have Shadle back there along with several of the running backs. Probably, well, now they're going to have the national anthem. It is homecoming tonight, so it's going to be a little different this year as we have a group singing. Campbell, number 64, one of the singers for the special homecoming celebration. So we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll be ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our country's national anthem by the Upper Dauphin area Trojaneers. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
All right, fine job done by these young Trojaneers here at the ballpark tonight. Special singing group for a special occasion. And we are getting ready to go now as the Lyon Mountain Eagles will process into the field here. Right now they're coming in from the southeast corner of the ballpark, and we will be ready to go with the toss of the coin as the captains will meet at midfield here, and then we'll get her on. So should be an excellent ball game. We're certainly looking forward to one. The Eagles, I think, are really picked by some of the press or whatever to carry the day tonight, as they say. But I think they're going to have their hands full, and the Trojans are going to give them a really good ball game for sure. So we'll see what happens. Trojan captains out there tonight are number 56, Mace, number 20, Shadle, number 12, Buffington, and number 15, Bingaman. So we'll pick up the fellows from Lyon Mountain as the game progresses. It gets dark up here, and you really can't see the lineups too well from up here as the night gets darker. And, of course, right now it is totally black here, so it's a little difficult to see the lineup sometimes, but we'll do the best we can. UD has won the toss and has, again, deferred until the second half. So UD will kick off. The official tonight, that is to say the referee, is Mr. John Shoup of Halifax. At least John used to live in Halifax. I guess he still does. So he generally does a pretty good job out here. We'll see what kind of a night he has. And fellas look like they're really pumped up now. They've coming with that 3-game winning streak really has got these guys to the point where they know they can play good football. And they've been doing just that. Everybody contributing very, very well to the 3-game streak here. And we look to make it a 4 tonight. Sulio Baharovic will kick off for UD. He has been doing an excellent job on the kickoffs, kicking them deep. And UD not getting the kind of coverage that they'd like on the kickoff return. I think they worked on that this week, and we'll see if we can kick one off deep and hold those Lyon Mountain boys back deep. Sulio's got her teed up. Here we go. Big Twin Valley League football, or Tri-Valley League football game, I guess this is. or both. Here we go. Here's the kick. It's got to be short. Taken up here on the run, dropped, and fallen upon out here. It's 42. Will down the ball at the 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. That's Ryan Fager recovering that one for the Eagles.
From their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10, Line Mountain. Pick up some of these defensive players. Of course, Mace is the captain of the defense. He'll be calling out the defensive signals. Wrestler is in there, number 26, Bauer. And 60 is that Grape. First play from scrimmage from the 27-yard line. They'll send a man in motion. Handoff over there to that 27. He's going to be stopped after a gain of a couple of yards. Runs right into Nick Huffman. And
Caden Tressler, the ball carrier for
a couple of other guys, but I think Nick might have had the hand on him first. And it's a gain of 3. He's 2nd and 7.
Down 7
Frank, I think, is the quarterback out there for the Eagles. 2nd and 3. Handoff this time, almost the same play. This time he'll struggle ahead for another yard or 2. Grabbed in there again by Nick Huffman. Also 56, Mace, in on the stop that time. Good job by those two boys. Gain of about 3 more. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3. Picked up 4, actually.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 now, so UD going to want to try to stop them right here. Ball is at the 34-yard line of Line Mountain. They'll go to an I formation in the backfield. Pitch over to this side, and up the middle with it goes that number 27, and boy, he has got some good running room. He's going to be caught from behind on a fine tackle, but after a fine run, Byron Hoover finally coming up and making a good stop on him. Boy, nice gain on the play all the way to the Line Mountain, or to the Upper Dauphin 39-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. So big 3rd down and 3 play. Nets them about 20 yards or so. Could carry that time, and UD has to dig in. The Eagles on the UD 39. Wendrick will look him over. Up the middle goes that 27 again, and he bulls his way for a lot of yardage, still on his feet, and finally he is going to be stopped at about the 32-yard line. An excellent run that time again by that number 27, Wrestler.
Down inside the 35.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. They put it at the 32. He's just driving that time. You can see had an awful lot of blockers in front of him that time. My goodness, there was a crowd he was rushing behind there. So let's see what they do on this one. 2nd down and about 3. Why don't you go hand this one off? Same guy, and over the left side he goes this time, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of a couple. Another 1st down for Line Mountain as they run that Wrestler. I think it is. I'm going to check my book here in a minute. But he ran it down to the 26-yard line of UDA. Now another 1st down, 1st and 10. Another Wrestler again with it, drives it ahead. Maybe he picked up a couple of 2 or 3 or 4. Took it all the way down to the 20. Well, let's see. Now they're bringing it back. Yeah, I didn't think he got as much as it looked that time. It's at the 24. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Gain of almost 3 that time. So, see what they do with it here now as they are mounting a really nice drive here on their first chance from scrimmage. Here's that. Guy's going to be caught in the backfield on a nice stop that time as 56 Mace comes up and grabs him first. A good effort that time by that Dustin Mace. Coming up and knocked him back for a loss of about a yard or 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Brought down for about a 1-yard loss.
1-yard loss.
5-yard line.
Looked like they drove him back a lot further than that, but they did give him his forward progress, and the boys just threw him back a few more yards. But it'll be 3rd down. Here's a big chance here now for the UD My guess is Wrestler will get the ball. Yep, pitch over there for him. He tries to cut it down the left side. He's got enough running room to get close to the first down. He'll be about a yard short. But it'll bring up a fourth down and 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Okay, here comes a big one. Tressler, not Wrestler, Tressler. Okay. Tressler again with it, and this time he just bumps ahead, perhaps enough for the first down. It will get awfully close. I think he made it. Are they going to measure it or what? Yeah, they might measure this one. Mr. Shoup is looking at it. No, he did not make it. First down, Upper Dauphin. Way to go. Great job that time by those Trojans to hold them down there on the Trojan 17-yard line. Where UD will go to work now, 1st and 10. So good job, D. Way to go. Boy, that was big. That was big. Trojans line it up with Buffington in the quarterback spot. Shadle will get the handoff. Shadle tries to drive it up the right side over here, and he is going to be met after a yard or two gain. Not too much on that one for Nathan. Maybe 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Okay, here we go on a 2nd down and 9. Buffington wants to pass. Fires one over this way. Almost intercepted in and out of the hands of number 43. Intended out there for Wagner. But boy, McDivitt came in there and just about had that one picked off. Just couldn't quite squeeze it. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Okay, on a 3rd down and 9. Whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it'll be 3rd down and 6 or 5.
Penalty flags on the play.
They're going to look like Lime Mountain probably jumped off sides. I would say that's what it was, encroachment or whatever. Yepper, and that'll cost them 5. Bring the ball out to the 23-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 4. Shadle lines up behind Stinscomb in the backfield for UD on his 3rd and 4. Got a man in the slot on the near side of the field. The receiver's over this way. Uh-oh, now they're going to give 5 back as we had a jump here, and that one's coming back. So it'll be 3rd and 9 again. They exchange dead ball penalties, and now we're back to a 3rd and 9. Here's a passing situation. Fires one over this way. Got a man out here. Is going to be overthrown. Intended out there for Bingaman. But Jim threw that one out of bounds. Coverage over there that time by Marquette for the Eagles. Daniel's also there for Line Mountain. And the Trojans will punt the ball out of there. Now we need to get a good punt off here. Back to do the punting for UD will be Huffman. And we got too many men on here now, and we're going to have to get a guy off, and that's going to cause a timeout to be called by UD. A little bit goofed up there now as they counted them up. It looked like the Trojans had one man too many on there. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait a minute.
While we have this break, we'd like to make this announcement. WHCM TV.
Well, anyway, okay. We'll be right back.
Would like for us to.
Okay, the Trojans still looking at that 4th down play now, and again, it still is Nick Huffman back getting ready to punt this ball away. See what kind of a rush the Eagles put on him. They have 2 fellas back to receive this punt, and we'll see how that works out here. Need a good snap. High snap. He handled it well, no rush. And the kick comes back here. It's going to be allowed to roll and get a good UDA roll. Wow, what a kick that was. All the way down to the 18-yard line. Excellent kick by that Nick Huffman. Just sailed it over everybody and went down to the 23, or make it the 17-yard line. Or 18, yeah. It's hard for Terry and I to get this one together. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the Eagle 18. Excellent punt that time by that Nick Huffman. So the Eagles will try to work it out of there now. See what happens on this 1st and 10 play. Pitches over this way. 33 has it, and he's going to rush it all the way out for about 5 yards or so. Huffman on the stop in there, along with
brought down by 26 Matt Bauer. And 46 Nick Huffman in on the tackle.
Okay, here we go on a 2nd down and 4. He picked up 6 on the last play. Yep, okay. Pitch over this way. 27's got it, and they have him as Matt Bauer will wrap him up pretty quickly. Another gain of a couple of yards on the play. Very close to the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and about 1.
3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Nice job that time by Matt coming in there and making the stop on him. He's at number 26 right here. All right, let's see how they go here now on a big 3rd down and about 1. Handoff over this way. He comes with it. That's at 27. He almost broke it loose, but not quite, as 55 Sulio had a hand on him, tripped him up out there, and the help was made in there by, I think, Bauer again in there helping on the stop. But Sulio Zaharik had the hand on him, low, down around the ankle, slowed him up. 1st down, Eagles. At the 32-yard line of Line Mountain. 4:07 remaining here in the 1st quarter, and the clock, of course, moving down now to under 4 minutes to play in period number 1. Pitches over this way. They're going to try this side. Oh, he's cut down immediately as Sulio again in there along with Grafe. And
he's met in there by Dustin Mace of the Trojans.
Byron Hoover also on there with the stop the last time. The announcer said Dustin Mace, but I don't think Dustin was in on that one. Gain of only a yard in the last play, 2nd down 9. Quarterback's going to keep this with the option, and he is going to be grabbed as Sulio, or is it Mace this time? No, that time it's going to be Sulio. Yep, Sulio along with Grafe, and perhaps Bauer working on that side of the field that time. Wenrick kept it and probably shouldn't have, as there's a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and, for all intents and purposes, 10.
And that will bring up
about 3rd and 10. 32-yard line is where the ball is placed now. Excellent couple of plays there by that Sulio. 55 out there. He's a big kid. And he loves the game of football after becoming a trade-off from soccer, I guess it was. Wenrick will go to the shotgun this time. He's going to take off with it. Rolls around this side. Get a good rush. And now he'll dump one out here. It's go! Almost intercepted as Dustin Mace had a chance at it. But there's a flag thrown down here. And we're going to have a flag back here thrown by
Trojan defender.
By Shoup, the referee. He says no flag. He just was marking the spot, I think. He was only marking the spot. He was marking the spot where he went down. So it'll be a 25 at the 25-yard line. So another great defensive stand by these Trojans. And it'll be 4th down in a punting situation now. UD will drop back Bingaman and Bauer, the B-boys back here. Bingaman and Bauer. There's a low snap, but not much of a rush. He'll get the kickoff over this way. It's going to be, well, let's see what happens here. They're going to say who has it. It was one of those where it's going to be Upper Dauphin's ball, but you know UD has got to get away from those kicks or something, make up their mind whether they're going to catch it or allow it to hit, because they get them bunched up out there and the ball just has to touch one of them, and it would be a fumbled ball then, or a free ball as they might say, and anybody can get it. So we dodged a bullet there, but boy do we have good field position now, starting off at the 49-yard line of Line Mountain. Buffington looking him over. He'll hand this one. No, yeah, up the middle with it goes Shadle, I believe, or was it Stinscomb? No, it was Stinscomb that time. And he rushes for 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. You know that Line Mountain has to be keying on Shadle. And So UD going to Stinscomb that time. Stinscomb lines up at the fullback position. Shadle behind him. Receivers out on the near side of the field. Pitch is over there for Shadle. So Shadle turn the right side, and no, nothing doing on that one. He's tripped up almost immediately on a good tackle in there again by those Eagles, cutting him down right at the line of scrimmage, or maybe picked up one, maybe. Be 3rd and 7. Ball is placed at the 46-yard line of the Eagles. So in 2 tries, we've gained 3 yards. So both teams playing some excellent defense. And we have a flag on the play. Yeah, we got a flag called on the coach, I think. Flag called on the sidelines, and it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm sure, whatever that is, against the Eagles, and that probably is 15. We shall see. Nope. Well, I don't know what that call was. There wasn't any penalty. They threw a flag and talked to somebody, and nothing happened. Don't know what that meant. Here's a handoff again, and trying to go up the middle with it for 1 yard. Goes Stinscomb. And it will be 4th down and 5. So UD on that series just kind of wasted 3, and now they'll have to punt it again. But we should get the Eagles deep if we can hold them back there again and gain some field position out of this anyway. But we're going to have to hold those Eagles again, and that's not going to happen all night long, I don't believe. So let's see if we can get a good kickoff here and then hold them deep. Good snap. Nice kick, and they're going to signal this one like a fair catch and let it go into the end zone, but it's not going to make it. It didn't go in. It goes down to the 4. Another great kick. And another big break for UDA. Oh my gosh. Nick Huffman is just kicking these things like you wouldn't believe. That ball traveled high and deep. The Eagles put on the old fake fair catch signal and just allowed to run into the end zone and bring it out to the 20. That didn't happen. It didn't go in. The ball hit and went sideways. So Tricky Dick has got the foot into this one tonight. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Eagles on their own 4. So UD gaining some yardage just by virtue of these excellent Nick Huffman kicks. Now Wendrick will look him over from the 4-yard line of the Eagles. And this is going to be 27. He bounces loose over on the left side over there and drives it out to the 10. A gain of about 6 on the play. Stinscomb making the tackle out there along with Wegner. But it'll be 2nd down and 4.
Jason Stinscomb.
2nd down, 4. And that's going to end the first period. So the quarter has come to an end, as many might have suspected here tonight, with no score. Tough defensive play here in the first period, and we'll be back with the second period in just a moment. The Eagles will have the ball, 2nd down, and about 4 when we come back. The end of 1, zip.
We'd also like to remind you that in accordance with Upper Dauphin Area School Board policy.
Okay, the Eagles now traveling north here at the ballpark to begin the second period. Looking at a 2nd down and 4. Wenrick over the center this time on a 2nd and 4. Pitches, no, still has it. Fires one deep. Man is out here. It is going to be incomplete. Coverage out here by Aaron Wegner. Intended for number 14, Josh Carruthers is the intended receiver, but Wegner with some good coverage. And Wenrick that time really fired that one pretty deeply downfield here, down near the 50-yard line. He was firing it from about the 5 or so. Oh, a good throw, but thank goodness did not connect. 2nd down, or 3rd down rather, and just about 4. Let's see what they do in a 3rd and 4. Pitches over this way. Here comes that 27. Cutting it up the middle, and he's got the 1st down. Out to the 15-yard line, or near it. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. A couple of guys had some good bumps on him that time, but Tressler would not go down. And so it is 1st and 10. Now Hoover making the stop out there, they say. 1st and 10, the ball will be at the 15. Okay, on a 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Line Mountain Eagles. Wenrick hands this one off. Up the middle with it goes Tressler. He drive it ahead for about 7 yards. Finally stopped in there by number 56, Dustin Mace.
Tressler, the ball carrier.
What a nice drive again, picking up really 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. He put the ball down at the 23-yard line, 2nd and 2. Tressler really the workhorse of the ball club, and boy, he has been super fine tonight so far. Here's a handoff, and this time they're going to let him go for the first down, or darn close to it. I think he has the first down. That was Henninger. He was stopped in there, but he did get the first down. So yet another first down for Line Mountain. The ball just outside the 25-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Eagles. Some of those linemen of the Eagles are really moving some fellas out there, making some good holes. And again, they stop it up, and well, now he's going to be dragged down. No help. That time, as the first hit made out there was Byron Hoover, but then Stinscomb finally flopped on him, but Hoover had him held up in there, and then got some help from some of his friends, but that one shouldn't have gone that well, I don't believe. It'll be a gain of almost 6 on the play. 2nd down, a very long 4. Ball is just outside the 30-yard line. Pitch is over there for that Tressler. Tressler bounces off a couple of guys and bounces out to the 35-yard line. Just about enough for the first down. We'll see as referee Shoup has a look on it. It is a first down. Yet another one. So the Eagles, again, mounting a really good drive here, and the Trojans need one of those big defensive plays now to throw them back or whatever. 32, Tony the Tiger Mutter out there at a defensive back position for UD. We'll stay back a little bit on this one. 1st and 10. This time it's going to be 28 again, and he'll roll ahead for about 3. Not too much on that one. Again, Hoover helping to make the stop in there. Byron doing a good job that time. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and, well, just about 4, actually, I guess.
3 yards out to the 39. 2nd down, 7.
2nd and 7, they call it. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, it's at the 39-yard line. I thought he had made it to the 40. To the 39. Okay, 2nd down, 7. His quarterback still has it. He'll dump a little screen out here for Tressler. Tressler has it, dives ahead, and I mean dives ahead into the arms of Stinscomb. Also helping out there was Motter, and Wegner, I think, might have been helping on that one. Another first down for Line Mountain. So Line Mountain really grinding one out here now. We're playing in the 2nd period. There's 8.5 minutes remaining, so we played 3.5 minutes, and the Eagles really chomping up some yardage here now. It's at the 48-yard line of the Eagles. This drive started back around their own 15. Quarterback has it. He's going to get a rush. Dumps one down the side over here. It is going to be incomplete. Out of bounds it goes. Again intended for number 14. And again defended out there by Wegner. Josh Krotzer, the young man, was the intended receiver. But Wegner with some good coverage again. Riegel in there putting some pressure on Wenrick, says
2nd down, 10.
The announcer here. And here he comes. No, he's not. That's Campbell there, not Riegel. Campbell in. And Eric Motter comes out of the ball game. Now Eric Motter's back in the ball game. Well, no, I'm not sure. Anyway, up the middle with it. They'll try this one, and he's going to be tripped up in there. Mace again making the stop. Dustin making the stop after a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Now here's where we got to hold them, right here. 3rd and 6, ball's at the 48-yard line of UDA. 7:45 left here in the first half. No score. He'll put a couple of flankers out on the far side and a man in the slot over that way. on this 3rd down and 6. He looks like he wants to throw. Fires one down this side. This is going to be out of bounds. Intended for Tressler. Again, Wegner out there defending, but he threw that ball about 4 yards out of bounds. And so, once again, the Trojans should get the ball back. Both teams just struggling on the offense, and that time the Eagles looked like they had it going on the ground. We're running it pretty well, but it's stalled here at the 48. And so Bingaman and Bauer back to receive this punt. See what kind of a snap he'll get. Good snap. And the left-footed kicker booms this one down here, and it's going to be taken on the fly here by Bingaman. Bingaman tries to turn the left side, but it's going to be stopped over there. There's a flag thrown on the play. And this, since there was no other Trojans around, I would think. Let's see what we have here. Where they threw the flag, I didn't even see any other Trojans, so I don't see how they could have been involved in it.
21-yard line. Let's check the penalty.
Well, it looks like it's going to be against UD, because the Trojans are backing up. It's a clip called against Upper Dauphin. I don't think you'll see that on the tape, clipping.
An illegal block is the
illegal block, whatever they want to call it, but it's going to move the Trojans back to the 12-yard line, I believe.
And the penalty will take the ball back to the Trojans.
Back to the 10-yard line.
And they'll start 1st down and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 UD, now starting in rather terrible field position themselves, back at their own 10-yard line. So let's see if Jim has something up his sleeve here to get us shaken loose. See if somebody can go 90 yards with one. Here's a handoff. Up the middle goes Shadle. Shadle bursts into the secondary this time. Best drive of the night for Nathan. Carrying it for about 6 or so, maybe 7. See where they spot it.
2nd down, 4.
Picked up 6 or nearly 7. It'll be 2nd down and a long 3. Or maybe 4. Closer to 3, though. Dangerous Dan Shell in there at tight end, number 10 for UDA. All right, on a 2nd down and 4. Shadle again cuts his way up the middle this time, and he's going to be tackled out here. And there are flags on the
Shadle again, the ball carrier for the Trojans.
Oh, look out.
Brought down at about the 19-yard line.
Probably have a hold against UD. Yep, holding against Upper Dauphin. It'll be the call. And that'll take them back some, I believe.
Holding is the call.
It would have been close to the 1st down. We would have had a 3rd down and 1. Now we're going to have a 2nd down and about
against the Trojans.
8. For whatever that holding penalty is. Let's see where they take it back to. It's going to go down to the 9-yard line.
And we'll take the ball back.
Or just about to the 10, but barely inside, as you can see here.
2nd down and about 10 yards to go.
2nd and 10 or 11. 2nd and 11, we'll call it. Ball at about the 9. Buffington wants to throw one. Fires one over the left side. It is incomplete. Intended over there for Aaron Wegner, but Aaron has run out of bounds before he could ever catch up with that pass. So it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans from their own 10-yard line.
6:16 remaining here in the 1st half. UD needs a big one here. Back to pass goes Buffington. He's looking. He's firing. Got a man out here. He's going to be turned around, though. And incomplete it goes. That was for Bingaman, but Kyle couldn't possibly handle that one.
And it'll bring up a 4th down.
And it'll be 4th down now. And once again, we're going to call on that Nick Huffman to get another big punt off. How much can you ask of the Nick? Well, we'll find out. Nick will be punting this one away from 1 yard deep in the end zone. You need a good snap and a good kick. Snap is good. Kick is good. Comes out here and is fair caught at the 41-yard line.
Huffman gets the kick away.
Where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles now in excellent field position at the UD 41.
And the Eagle offense will come back out onto the field.
Nice kick by Nick. No run back. And Eagles will put it in play right there. 6:03 remaining here in the 1st half. So we'll find out what they elect to do on the 1st and 10. Wenrick hands this one off. This is Tressler. Tressler down the middle. Good yardage. Finally tripped up in the backfield by that Tony the Tiger Motter.
Tressler, the ball carrier.
32 here making the stop on him.
32, Anthony Motter.
Gain of 9 on that last play. 2nd down 1 coming up here now from the 33-yard line of UDA. Same guy, Tressler, and another 1st down and more as he drives it all the way inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Again, Tony Motter back there making the stop. Matt Bauer might have helped him also. But it is a big 1st down for Lyon Mountain now. A definite threat. Definite threat coming up here now for UD, or for the Eagles, as they have it at the 19-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10. So if that Trojan defense is going to come around again, it's going to have to do it in a hurry here. Wenrick will pitch it over there for Tressler. Tressler tries the right side, going around over there, and he's going to be tackled at about the 10. That was Bingaman knocking him out of bounds over there.
Again, the ball carrier for Lyon
At the 10, big gain again on the play of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1. So the Trojan defense starting to bend a little bit over there as the Lyon Mountain Eagles are really putting the pressure on them from that offensive line. And with that Tressler just running around the ends, he is able to pick up some good yardage almost every time now. So have to tighten her up. Second and 1. Handoff is to this, forget what his name is, Buffington, is it? 28.
Henninger, the ball carrier.
Oh, Henninger.
Brought down by 56.
And Henninger is dropped in there by Dustin Mace. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line now is about where it's located. So the Trojans very definitely have got to really dig in here now. See if we can stop these Eagles. 1st and goal from the 6. Pitch over here for Tressler. Tressler bounces off a couple of guys and dives in for 6. So Tressler, who has been doing it all night, gets a 6-yard touchdown and makes it a 6-0 ball game with the extra point try coming up. So you got to give the Eagles a lot of credit that time. They really got the ball at the UD 41-yard line. I think it started that drive, and just ran the ball right down our throats, so to speak. And were successful in getting a plunge from 6 yards out to get them the first 6 points of the ball game. Extra point try coming up. No good. Kick is off to the left. Wenrick's kick is no good, and it will be a 6-0 ball game. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first half of our ball game. It is 6-0 Lyon Mountain. Eagles will get the Trojans will be getting the ball back here in just a moment. Okay, here comes the kick off. Josh Wenrick coming up with the kick here. Now it's a low bounding kick that is going to be picked up here at the 29-yard line by Shadle. Shadle jumping ahead here to the 33. About a 3 or 4 yard return for Nate.
For the Trojans.
They'll put it at the 34-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 UD. So the Trojans have 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half to see if we can't get on the board and take at least a tie, if nothing better, into halftime. Maybe a 7-6 lead would be very nice. It'll be Buffington and Wegner flanked on the near side, or Bingaman and Wegner flanked on the near side of the field. Buffington at quarterback. In motion goes Bingaman over on the left side. Pass over here complete for Wegner. Wegner's got some running room as the pass goes out to the 39-yard line. Wegner picking up about 5 or 6 on the play. Looks like a gain of 6. The 2nd down and, well, gain of, that's more like 6. 2nd down and 4, we're going to call it. Got an Eagle just momentarily shaken up over there. He'll be back. Might have got a cramp or something. So he's going to be okay. That's good. And the Trojans will be looking at a second down and a long 4. Definitely a game of contrast as far as uniforms are concerned tonight. We have the black-clad Trojans and the white-clad Eagles. 2nd and 4. Motion again over on the left side. And the flag on the play. And that's going to give the Trojans the fits again, I'm pretty sure. It looks like the Trojans may have had too many men in motion that time, but we shall see. Probably that was it. Is he going to wipe his arm across his chest? Yes, he did. 2 guys in motion for UD. That'll take him back 5. And it'll be second down and about 9. Second down and 9 now from the 34-yard line. See if the Trojans can get a good playoff here now. Buffington pitches it over here for Shadle. Shadle's going to try to turn the right side. Oh, he's dumped. Got a good tackle out here, but Nathan had the thing in gear that time, was really taken off with it, but he was spun to a halt out there. Somebody got him low. And it'll be 3rd down. A nice gain for Nathan. Be 3rd and just about 4. 3rd down, 4 for UD. Minute 53 remaining here in the first half, and the clock is moving. Here is a handoff. Up the middle of it goes Shadle, and Shadle bursting to the 48-yard line of the Eagles. Running over a couple of guys that time. Got a couple of Eagles getting up very slowly after that one out here, 43 and 42. But good run that time, and a minute 39 left here in the first half. So the clock is going to become a factor here now. The Trojans are going to have to heat up some good yardage quickly here. Jim Buffington sets them up. And another flag is thrown. Now I'm not sure what this will be, but it'll be against UD. Here's Shadle again, and he dives over here and out of bounds, but the clock is stopped with the illegal motion again against UD. Oh, well, we're getting to enjoy that play. Anyhow, that'll take them back, stops the clock and all that. It'll be 1st down and 10 or 1st down and 15. In fact, they're talking it over now with Lyon Mountain. It could be an interesting call for the Eagles. And he says, take them back. 1st and 15. Somebody is just not, somebody's doing something out there that this one linesman and or referee Shoup can detect. I don't see it, but perhaps the coaches will, of course. And here we go. 1st and 15. Pass, looping one out there. It is going to be intended for Bingaman, but 65 knocks her down out there.
Knocked down over there by number 55.
And it'll bring up a second down and 15.
Second down, 15.
All right, here we go on a 2nd and 15. 1:01 remaining in the first half. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out here for Bingaman.
Buffington's pass again, intended for Bingaman.
But falls as an incompletion, and it will be third down 15 now coming up for UD. Jimbo's passes just a little bit erratic tonight, and some good coverage by the Eagles has not allowed much going here for UD so far. But all kinds of time remaining here in the ball game. Not in the first half, however. 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Another passing situation. Down the side he goes. Passes out there, and it's just overthrown. Kyle Bingaman again was the target, but Bingaman, I mean, and
Pressure on the play
just over his head. And so it'll be 4th down coming up, and we've got 49 seconds remaining. And again, Nick Huffman will be called upon to get a good punt off here now. Good snap, no rush, and a nice kick. It's going to be taken out here by number 12, and he is tackled immediately. Is coming up there to hit Byron Hoover, number 40, with a good stop that time for UD. Marquette was the returner. Byron Hoover with a good, clean shot on him out there. At the 20-yard line, the Eagles will put it in play with 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball is on the UD 21. The Eagles will flank out players on all sides of the field, so I don't know what they're going to do with this one. Wenrick rolling back. He's looking. Dumps one over the middle. It is complete. And tackled immediately out there is that Tressler. As Wegner brings him down.
Out to the 40-yard line.
Tressler made the stop. Wegner made the stop.
First down.
33 seconds remaining. They moved the chains and stopped the clock just momentarily. Now they'll start the clock again. 30 seconds and 29 and so forth. Over the middle, complete. Here is that number 14 guy, and he is breaking for some good yardage back to the 42-yard line. So the Eagles have their passing game clicking here at the moment, and Crother takes it to the 42,
43-yard line.
And it will be timeout called, I think. Yeah, timeout called by the Eagles with 23 seconds remaining here in the first half. First and 10 now for the Eagles. These pesting Eagles are on the 43-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 23 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first half. Back to pass he goes, fires one over the middle. It is complete with a nice catch. Number 6, and time called immediately again. Ball's down at the 25-yard line, but a great catch that time. Jason Birch making a great catch on that pass, and that was one strong pass by that Wenrick for sure.
Mountain will call another timeout.
So first down at the 25, Eagles with another timeout, and with 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Trojans trying to avoid a killer move here now that would really be devastating to the UD should they allow the Eagles to come down here and catch 6 real quickly. They got the ball back with 40-some seconds, 42 was it, right, seconds remaining, or 49 seconds remaining. And boy, they have taken it right down to the UDA 25-yard line where it'll be first and 10. All right, well, let's see what the Eagles are going to do with this one. It is first and 10 from the 25. QB is going to roll right, looking, fires one into the end zone. It is tipped and incomplete. Tipped out there nicely by 42, or was it Huffman, or was it Stitchcomb? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I think it was Huffman, okay. Clock down to 10 seconds, so enough for one more pass play, perhaps. Good defensive play that time by that Nick Huffman. Saving the potential 6. So here we go on a second down play. 10 seconds remaining. Back to pass he goes again. He's looking. He's getting a pretty good rush. Now he fires one deep into the end zone. Man is out there. Touchdown. Touchdown in the end zone. Number 12 caught the pass with 2 seconds remaining. Well, that'll get the Trojans kind of standing around, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Holding, all right. Holding against the Eagles. Oh, boy. Did that bring back a big play for the Eagles? Oh, my gosh. It was 6 and had the Trojans really with their heads down. But now the Trojans get a break here as a hold is detected on that Line Mountain offensive line, I would guess. And so the ball will come all the way back to the 43-yard line. But more importantly, there's 2 seconds remaining. Now, we know that this young fella can throw, and we know he's got some receivers that can catch out here. So now we're going to have to hang on and hold our breath for the final 2 seconds of this one and see what happens. Eagles call timeout. Yep, one more play here, and we'll see what happens here now as everybody goes out for a pass. This is alley football now. Everybody out for a pass. Here they go. Out. Firing down the side. It is going to be incomplete. And that'll do it as time will expire. The pass was intended for Tressler, but it goes as an incompletion and has saved the bacon for UD as we have a 6-0 score. Line Mountain by 6 at the end of one half of the ball game. Excellent first half, actually. And to begin the second half, UDA will get the football. And we'll see if we can get some offense going now as the coaches have a chance to talk to the fellas here at halftime, and we'll see what happens. You never know.
Council members are hosting a
well, as you can see, both ball clubs are back on the playing field, ready for the second half of action tonight in what has turned out to be one whale of a ball game. Excellent ball game. Both teams sputtering on the offense in the first half, having some trouble getting the offense going, particularly in the first quarter. But then later on, the Eagles able to pound that one in, and a little bit of sprinkles coming down now on the ball field. We're getting a little bit of rain as we begin to start the second half here. So we're going to get our rain gear ready here now, and we'll be right back with the opening kick. UD will receive the football to begin the second half of play. Okay, we're set to go now as the Eagles prepare to kick off for the beginning of the second half. Trojans send Hoover and Stinscomb back to receive this kick. Here's the kick. It's got to go down here and be taken. Well, let's see. Stinscomb picks it up at about the 9. Over the side he comes here. Now he's going to be spun down out at the 20-yard line. Gain of run back of about 11 yards for Jason.
Kickoff. We'll bring the ball
so it'll be first and 10 for UDA at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Trojans. First play of the second half coming up here now. Bingaman checking him over. He'll hand this. No, he's going to, hand it off. And up the side over there goes Shadle. Nathan with a nice run out to the 27 or 8-yard line. A nice gain of about 8 on the play.
Gain of about 8.
Or so it'll be second down and 2. Nice drive that time for that Nathan Shadle. Stinscomb and Shadle line up in the backfield in the I formation. Receivers are split out wide on the near side of the field for UD on this second and 2. Up the middle with it goes Stinscomb for a first down. Driving it out to the 32-yard line. Nice run that time by Jason Stinscomb, picking up about 5 on the play. It'll be first and 10 UD. Spot the ball at about the 33-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So let's see what we do on this one. Same formation again with the I in the backfield. First and 10. This time it's going to be Shadle again, following some blocking over the left side, but not much room that time as he is ganged upon by about 3 or 4 Eagles over there. 56, 61, and 70 all making the stop for Line Mountain. Gain of a long yard, just about 2. It'll be second down and 8. Second down play. Up the middle again with it goes Stinscomb, but boy, he is stopped immediately that time as they really tighten that one up very quickly. No gain on the play at all.
Met there by Henninger and number 57.
Or not
Nick
much
Wiest
anyway.
For Line Mountain.
Nick Wiest and Henninger are making a stop for the Eagles. Ball is spotted right on the 35. He did pick up a yard, but it was a tough yard that time. And it'll bring up a third down and 8 from the 35-yard line. UD needs this one. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over this way. Complete. Here for, look out. Come on, go, 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 go. Oh, he's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 15 or 20-yard line. That is Kyle Bingaman. Way to go, Kyle. And Kyle with the biggest play of the night so far for the UDA Trojans. Way to go. He's going to be knocked out at the 22. UDA first and 10 on a good pass from Buffington to Bingaman. And Bingaman took it right down there and had about 2 guys to beat. And one of the Eagles were able to push him out of bounds at the 22. Excellent play. A big one that we needed that for sure. This time the flankers are on the far side of the field. Buffington will hand this off to Shadle. Shadle grabs the football, takes it down inside the 20 to the 18. Or maybe 17. We'll say where they spot it. He's in there driving behind the blocking of that Shell.
By number 67, Corey
David
Scheitz
P.
for the
Shell
Eagles.
making some room that time
Gain
for
down inside
Shadle.
the 20 to the 17-yard line.
It'll be at the 17, gain of
Almost
just about 4 on the play.
Second down 6.
2nd and 6. This would excite the crowd. Should UG be able to drive this one in here now? Come on, boys. Pitch over here for Shadle. Takes it. Gets, one block, but then tried to cut it inside and didn't get much out of that. He, you could see what happened there. He might have
16-yard line.
gotten a yard or so.
Down 5 for the
3rd and 5. Now another great big play here for UD. Another couple of big ones. Ball is at the 16-yard line. Come on, boys. Big one coming up. Back to pass goes Buffington. Looking. Got some room. Runs it over the left side. Buffington should get the first down and then more. Look out down to the 2. All right, Jim Buffington with the scramble that time. I don't think, Jim, that play certainly wasn't called that way, as Jim was looking for somebody to throw it to. Couldn't find anybody. And, man, there was a hole. You could see it very well from here. Opening up very nicely. Way to go, Jim. 1st and goal for UDA. Jim coming over here to get the play. Now, let's hustle up in here. Now, we don't want to get a 5-yard penalty here for delay of the game or anything like that. Attaboy, Jim calls her quickly. Let's get up there and get her going. 1st and goal, UDA. Looking to tie up the ball game. Handoff coming up the middle. Shadle, touchdown. Shadle for 6. No flags on the play. This ball game is tied up 6-6. And boy, you couldn't have wanted anything better than that. Eric Modern leading the charge all the way across that goal line. Him and with a wrestler and Regal and all those guys. My goodness. Way to go, fellas. That a nice play. All right, we're tied up at 6. UDA's extra point try, and it'll be a big one. Coming up here now, Sulio Zaharik gets her teed up. Sulio's been good. Out of the hold of Bingaman. Good snap, placement stop. Kick is up. Kick is no good, I believe. Nope, off to the left. Can you believe it? Off to the left.
Kick goes wide to the left.
Got a man maybe shake it up on the play here.
And with 8:23 left
42. And anyway, Zulio says, I don't know what happened to that one, but we're tied. The game is wound back right to the beginning now. 6-6, 8:23 left here in the 3rd period. Way to go, boys. All right. Well, the extra point try is, the extra point play is always a big one, and certainly it has loomed that way tonight so far. 6-6 tie. And the Trojans will be kicking off here. Sulio, who has been almost perfect with extra points, just kind of shanked that one a little bit to the left. Got a pretty good rush, I guess, from those Eagles and wasn't able to kick it true. But let's see what kind of a kickoff we can get here now. The crowd is now excited. As you can imagine, it's a good crowd, homecoming night crowd. And they're with the guys now. There's no question about it. Have been for a game or two. Here's the kick. Nice kick. Taken at the 15. To the 20, 25, and all the way upfield here again. Not good coverage on the kick, but tackled out there by Whitmer and by Wegner. Wegner making the stop, number 31, and Whitmer also in on the stop. So that's 63, that Justin Whitmer. There he is. Okay, way to go. Ball's at the 41-yard line of the Eagles now, so UD has to dig it in. That was such a big touchdown for Upper Dauphin. Now we can get that defense fired up here now and stop these Eagles. Be in good shape. Pitch over there for that Tressler. He'll cut it up the field, and he's finally tackled it there as Bauer comes up to make the stop on him.
Tressler, the ball carrier,
Matt with a good tackle. Gain of 6 on the play, or maybe, well, let's see. Is that the 46? Yeah, gain of
2nd down 5.
5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tressler just kind of glides on through there, and he is good. So we've got a 2nd and 5 for the Eagles on the Eagle 46. Tressler again, this is bouncing off a couple of guys, gets a yard or two, always falling forward. Bumped in there initially by Byron Hoover, wrapped up finally in there by number 60, Terry Grave.
Tressler again, the ball carrier.
Way to go, Terry.
Brought down by Hoover.
And Hoover.
Up at the 49.
Way to go.
Bring up a third down and a short 2.
Long racing off the field here, number 65 for UDA. It's going to be about a yard short, be third down and about 1. So the Trojans don't want to give up that tie now right away. We just fought to get back into a tie. Now we got to stop these Eagles. Here is that Tressler again, and he has enough for the first down as he falls ahead. Grafe and Nick Huffman in there on the stop. It looks like a first down. It is. So the Trojans once again unable to stop them here on the defensive side of things. They have it at the UDA 49. First and 10, Line Mountain. Out over here trying to exhort the defense to digging in there and playing a little tougher. First and 10. Handoff, and this time they're going to get maybe a yard or so out of that, not much more, as they gang tackle the young fellow out there. That is that number 28 on the run that time. Not much on that, maybe a yard. That's Henninger. He got a yard or so. About 2, actually. I'll call it second down and 8. Good stop that time. Henninger, they can kind of stop sometimes, but that Tressler, when he gets that wide sweep or gets it moving, why, he's tough. He is the only man, Henninger, the only man in the backfield this time on what looks like a passing situation. Back to pass he goes, fires one over the middle, is incomplete. Fired it a little bit low, intended out there for number 12 of the Eagles. And it'll bring up a third down and 8. So, man, you got to hold them right here. Hold them right here. On the passing situations, they line up with the 28 in the backfield and put that Tressler out as a receiver. Now they'll line them up both in the backfield, so Tressler will obviously get the ball on a third down and 8. We'll see. Nope, quarterback wants to throw. Get the rush, fumble in there, grab that football. No, it's down, but it's going to be UDA getting the ball back as they hit. Wenrick that time got him from behind, and the Trojans doing an excellent job that time on the defense. The ball goes back to the 45-yard line where the Eagles have covered that fumble, and UD will get the ball back. All right. Again, it'll be Bauer back along with Bingaman to get this punt. Here's the kick. It is a nice kick. Going to be taken up here by, well, who has it? No, now it's going to be kicked around and finally fallen on over here by Wegner. But there again is that same play I just talked about moments ago. They got to either make up their mind to catch the ball or get the heck out of the way. That is really, really a dangerous way to field that ball. And Coach going to say to Matt, hey, Matt, what are you going to do? See? So anyway, all right. Well, Matt will do it better next time, I'm sure. Here we go on a first and 10 for UDA. The ball will be at the 18-yard line. It's about where the Trojans took over last time, I believe. Somewhere around there, 18 or 19. Make it the 19-yard line, first and 10. Here's a handoff for Shadle. Shadle cuts it upfield and gets about 4 out to the 23-yard line. It'll be second down and 6. UD can just keep grinding her out here. All right. Second and just about 6 from the 23-yard line. Up the middle again, this time is Stinscomb, driving it over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Picking up about 3 more on the play. It'll be third down and a long yard. Third and a long yard. Jimmy Buffington in there mixing them up nicely tonight as the coaches are calling the signals. Jim out there to execute them. Stinscomb and Shadle in the backfield on this third down and a long one. It is going to be Shadle, and Shadle drags ahead for the first down. I do believe we'll look at it. It's very close. It's at the 35-yard line. It is a first down. Way to go.
30-yard line.
Way to go. Again, Eric Motter in there and Dave P. Shadle of Likens helping to lead the way on that rush by that Nathan Shadle. Nate getting his game together here in the second half. Looking good. First and 10, UDA. Pitch over there for Shadle. Shadle gets a block from Stinscomb, winds it around the left side over there, on his feet all the way out to the 43-yard line. Excellent run, and you saw an excellent block by Jason Stinscomb as he put a block on out there and really sprung Nathan Shadle loose for some good yardage. It's another first down for UDA. The ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Drive started back at around the 19. First and 10, UDA. Up the middle with it. Stinscomb gets maybe 1 yard, not more than that at all. That time they closed up the hole really, really quickly on Jason. Picked up a long yard. It'll be second down and 9. Second down 9 from the 43-yard line. Receivers flagged out on the near side of the field. Pitch over this way for Shadle. Shadle's going to try to turn it around the corner, and he can't quite do it, as he is going to be ridden down at about the 46-yard line. Gain of a couple of yards. Tressler in there making the stop for the Eagles. Daniels also. It'll be third down and 5.
For the Trojans.
Need it again. How about that clock? 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. All tied up at 6. Yep, so here we go. Less than 2 minutes to play in the third. Buffington running for his life now. 78 really putting the pressure on him, and Jimmy's going to have to tuck this one, and he'll take a belt back there, but he looks okay.
Buffington on the keeper.
No problem with that one, except that we got a fourth down play coming up now, and UD's going to have to give the ball back. So Trojans kind of sputtered as they got to the 46-yard line, and then that was about where it ended. Ball will be placed at the 44, and Nick Huffman will go back to try his luck again at punting. He has been excellent tonight so far. Good snap. Here's that punt. Nice punt. Angles it over on the side. Fair catch called for and made at the 25-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Eagles. Marquette making the catch for the Eagles. First and 10, line mounted. 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining here in the third period. Tied up at 6. All right. The Eagles go back to work from the 25-yard line. Pass complete and driven down after a gain of about 2. Over there is Matt Bauer. Drives him out of bounds. That was to that Tressler. And he got, well, actually more like 3 yards out of that. It'll be second down and 7. Good job by that Matt Bauer, making the stop on him.
8-yard line.
Ball spotted to 28.
Second down 7.
So we'll see what happens. This time they have Tressler as a flanker on the near side of the field. You go in motion now over to the far side. Wenrick dumps it over there again to him, and this time he's going to see how he leaps ahead. Extra yardage, but he was out of bounds at the 32. That will be short of the first down by about 3 yards and bring up a third down and 3. Third down and 3. Matt Bauer again bumping him out over there. But you see how Tressler gets that extra yardage. He'll always fall forward. Always tries to struggle it forward and gets another yard or so. He's a big kid. So, good effort by Tressler. We're looking at a third down and 3. They'll line him up in the backfield. No, they won't. They'll put him as a flanker again. Single set back in the backfield. Back to pass goes the QB. Fires it over the middle. It is complete to number 42. He was all by himself out here. And he has the first down at the 44-yard line. Fager all by himself there. Hauled that pass in. That was easy that time. No one near Mr. Fager. And it'll be first and 10, Eagles. So the Eagles have decided to go to the air here in the second half for the most part. Wenrick going back. He's going to pitch it around here. Oh, good play. Look out. This will get some yardage for you as he's going to be dragged down at the 35-yard line. Make it the 33-yard line. Bingaman finally making the stop. But that reverse worked very, very smoothly for the Eagles. And no one near the Eagle runner that time, Tressler, as he could gallop down the right side, got some big yardage out of it. So the quarter has come to an end on that play. We're still 6-6 tie, and the Eagles will have the football 1st and 10 at the UD 33-yard line. There's your score at the end of 3.
Once again, tonight's winner of the UDA.
Okay, the Eagles now heading south at the ballpark on a 1st and 10. Back to pass he goes. He's looking, firing one downfield. A little bit long. Yes, incomplete. Incomplete, just over the outstretched arms of number 12. Out there,
12,
Jeff Marquette. And he led him by about a yard or so, maybe 2. So it'll be second down. Coming up now for those Lion Mountain Eagles. Trojans really need to stop them right here, right now. 2nd and 10, the ball at the 34-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Again, single set in the backfield for the Eagles. He's got the ball, gets it off tackle, got some good running room. Busts a couple of tackles all the way down. Look out. Man, still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. Excellent run that time by that number 28 Henninger. Excellent run. My goodness, he just bounced off ball players, and he looked like the pass lineup in there that they had shown, the Eagles or the Trojans, and Henninger with a fine run down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles. 1st and 10 for the, and hold everything. Hold the phone. Whistles for whatever reason. Timeout maybe. Timeout called by UDA. Trojans will call timeout. Trojan timeout is over. Eagles with a 1st and 10 at the UDA 15. This is going to be Tressler. Tressler down to the 10, down to the 5, down to the 3 or 2. Another big run that time for that young running back Tressler. Driving it all the way down to the 2 where it'll be 1st and goal for the Lion Mountain Eagles on the UD 1 or 2 yard line. You can call it. There's the 3. There's the ball, 1.5 yards out. Well, the Trojans, who just recently climbed back into a tie, now see themselves with the potential of falling behind again, for sure. Plenty of time left, 11:05 left here in the ball game. And here comes Tressler for 6. So the Eagles jump on top again. Now this time it is 12-6. And it will be an extra point try coming up here. So the Trojans unable to contain these Eagles as the Eagles took it downfield pretty handily and get themselves 6 more points, making it a 12-6 ball game. 10:54 remaining. And we will have the extra point try coming up here in just a moment. This time the Eagles alertly will go for 2. They'll put flankers out all over the place here. No one in the backfield. Obviously a passing situation, or will he try to run it? I don't know. Over to the side it goes. It's going to be intercepted. Back with it comes Stinska. I don't think he can do that. Nick Huffman. No, there's flags on the play. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play, so I'm not sure what that, or is that a flag? No, it's not a flag, okay. Picked off by Nick Huffman. You can't run that back, and so the score is still 12-6, so look out. There again, the inability of that team to get the extra point is going to look big in this ball game. So the Trojans will get the football back here now. 10:54 left in the ball game. UD will send back Stinscomb and Byron Hoover to receive this kick deep. Also in there is Shadle and Bauer. They're the upbacks, second row if you want to call it that. And Lion Mountain will kick off here. So it's a 12-6 ball game. And yes, still a excellent, excellent football game here between these two schools. Now we're set for that Eagle kick. See if the Trojans can get it and run it back. Here it comes. Low line drive-ish type kick. Picked up over here, dribbled, picked up by Stinscomb. He'll try to race it upfield and gets it back to the 30-yard line, where it'll be put in play by the Upper Dauphin Trojans. It'll be first and 10, UDA. All right.
First down 10.
Jason, fortunately, was able to pick up that ball. It kind of dribbled at one time that time and was able to control it. So let's see if the Trojans can drag one out here now. They'll be starting at just about the 30-yard line. Jim Buffington will call the signals. He will pitch this and back here for a flea flicker pass. Firing it downfield. Got a man out here, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Not quite, but there's a flag thrown out here. And we're interference on somebody. Now, is it going to be offensive or defensive? This man here made the call. He threw the flag, so let's find out what the call is. This could go either way. And Mr. Shoup, the referee, talking it over with his lineman. And look out, it could be offensive pass interference. Pass interference against UD. Yep, pass interference against Upper Dauphin.
The Trojans. Offensive pass interference.
And that's going to take the ball all the way down here to the 15-yard line, where it'll be a loss of down and make this second down. It'll be second down and about 25 or something like that. Second down. So the Trojans need to pick that one up. Pitches over this way for Shadle. Shadle's going to try to turn the corner here, and had he gotten a block out here, he might have been able to do that, but he just couldn't. Somebody couldn't take care of that one Eagle out here. They come up and got him after a loss of maybe a yard or almost no gain on the play. It'll be third down and about 25 or so. Third down and very long for UD. Flankers are out on the far side of the field. Maybe we can stay back this time and see if we decide to pass this one. Yep, Jim's going back to pass. He's looking, fires one deep downfield, and it is going to be caught by Kyle Bingaman at the 50-yard line. Oh, way to go, Kyle Bingaman. He picked that one off in two players all over him. Two Lion Mountain Eagles absolutely swarmed all over Kyle Bingaman. Kyle was able to pick it up. Way to go, Kyle. What an athlete, and way to go. What a good job Kyle did. That time that pass was in trouble, as there were two Eagles leaning hard on him. And man, you talk about getting yourself out of terrible field position. It is a first down at the 49-yard line. Here's a handoff for Shadle. Shadle coming on this side, got a couple of good blocks that time, and rolls it ahead for about 7 yards or so. Way to go, Nate, down to the 47. Check that, down to the 43-yard line. Gain of 7, it'll be second down, and, gain of 6, second and 4. That's probably true. All right, down to the 43-yard line of Lion Mountain. Up the middle with it goes Stinscomb. He gets maybe 1 yard, no more than that.
Jason Stinscomb, the ball carrier.
Off yardage there in the middle of that Eagle line. Picked up 2, actually. Third and a long 2, or a short 2, rather. 3rd and 2. Jason got a little more out of that than I thought he did. Hit the pile hard, and looked like he was stopped almost immediately, but he gained enough for about 2 yards anyway. Here's Shadle again. Shadle's going to be dragged back. He will not make the first down. He will not make it. They'll give him the forward progress, which gives him about a half a yard, but Nick Wiest making the big stop in there for the Eagles. 4th down and a long yard. 4th and a long one, maybe 2. Big play here now as Coach Kozier will talk it over here with Buffington. And we'll get this play in here now. See if we can pick up this good yardage here. We need this one desperately. We've got Shadle and Stinscomb lined up in the backfield on a 4th and about a yard or so. Here's Shadle. Shadle has it for the first down, I believe. Did the ball come loose or what? I'm not sure.
Shadle, the ball carrier for the Trojans.
If he made it that far, he's got a first down. Coach, or rather referee, will look at it. It's good. First down.
First down.
Wow, tough yardage there. Shadle bursting ahead there. Way to go, Nate. Number 20 out there. Nathan Shadle with good 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort that time. Getting just enough to get the first down by about a half a yard or so. 1st and 10. The ball now at the 40, or rather the 38-yard line of the Eagles. Back to pass goes Buffington, getting a pretty good rush. Spinning it over to right. Flag thrown. Hold UD with a incompleted pass, but a holding call is going to be called on Upper Dauphin back here.
In the backfield.
Yep, we got a hold called on UD.
There will be a holding call against UDA.
Oh, brother. That'll slow him down. It was all the way back to the 44-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Man, that makes it long. It's 1st and 27, they say. Ay. Anyway, let's see what happens here now. A little confusion in the backfield. The backs are split. Back to pass goes Buffington. Getting a rush. Dumps one off over here to Shadle. Shadle has it, but he's going to be dropped right out here at the 45-yard line, where it will be a gain on the play of about 10 yards or so.
About 6.
Or 6, okay.
2nd down and 20.
2nd and 22.
21.
6:40 remaining here in the ball game. UD with the football. They're in control of their own destiny now. It's going to be a tough row to hoe. 2nd down and about 22. But this is where we're going to play it out here now. If the Trojans want to get back in here, here's a passing play. Dumping it over this way. It is complete on a great catch by Kyle Bingaman, short of the first down by about 10 yards, but a nice 12-yard pass play to the 39. It'll be near the original first down marker, 3rd and 11, actually about a yard short of the original first down mark. So it'll be 3rd and 11. Another great circus catch in there by that Kyle Bingaman. He'll flank out on the far side of the field along with Aaron Wagner. They've been hitting Kyle tonight, haven't thrown too much to Wagner. But here goes a passing play, firing one. It is complete this time to Wagner, short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards. Wagner was the target that time, but good catch out there by Aaron. Picked up about 6 yards on the play, but it'll be 4th down and 6. So another biggie coming up here for UD. Got 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the football game. And a great big play coming up now on a 4th down and about 5. Crowd on both sides really cheering their boys on. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over the middle. Incomplete. Tapped out of there nicely by number 30 or 43 of the Eagles. And so that'll turn the ball over now on downs to the Eagles. Tough defensive play that time by the Eagles. And Jim's pass batted down that time. And he's going to have a chance to do that one more time, maybe, if we can stop these Eagles. Now the clock will become a big factor. 5:06 remaining. The clock is stopped now with the change of possession. But the Eagles have the ball on the Eagle 33 or 34-yard line, whatever you want to call that out there. They'll tighten everything up in there on this play. Try to keep it on the ground now, I guess. Roy winding the clock down. Here comes that 12 or 27. Who was it? I'm not sure, but at any rate, the Tressler carried it. Dundee Wrestler along with Bauer coming in there to make the stop, and Mace also, they said. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10.
No gain, Second down, 10.
4:40 remaining. Clock on the move. Again, that tight formation in the backfield for the Eagles. Second man's got Tressler. Tressler up the middle and got a good yardage for a first down. Held him to nothing on the first one, gave him 12 on that one. So that's going to put it down at the 45-yard line of Lion Mountain. Matt Bauer making the stop in there for UD. But the clock now down to 2:23 or 4:23 rather, and counting on down. So that one there hurt for the moment. At any rate, playing almost directly in front of us now. We'll stay in here close this time. Quarterback has it. He's going to scramble with it. And he bounces off one tackle, off another tackle, and down for another first down. Now as the Trojan tackling broke down that time. And Wendry keeps it, gets about 12. And that's another big play for the Lion Mountain Eagles. It'll be at the 43-yard line now. Clock down to 3:51 left, and it'll be put into motion right now. So will be less than 3.5 minutes remaining when this play gets off the ground. Again, they stack them up in the backfield. Henrik in no big hurry now, as the clock is certainly in his favor. First man through there is dragged down after a yard or so. Coming up there to make the stop again, Mace along with Bauer. Dustin in there first, I think, hit him and stopped him after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Okay, here we go now on a second down and 8. 2:50 remaining in the ball game. Handoff is a Tressler, and this time he is going to be stopped as Grafe comes up to hit him along with Byron Hoover. And timeout's going to be called by
Tressler, the ball carrier.
Someone.
He's caught there by
Timeout called by Upper Dauphin. They'll use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And we've got 2:38 left here in the ball game. 3rd and 9 looking at the Eagles. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over. The Eagles looking at a 3rd down and 8. Passing play, firing down the left side. Man out there, it is tipped and incomplete. Wow, good defensive play out there that time by that Aaron Wegner. Aaron got a hand on that one and tapped it around out there and did not allow the Eagle to catch up with that one. So we've got a 4th down and 9. And the Eagle punt team comes into the ball game now with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 2.5 minutes left. Eagles will send back Matt Bauer along with Bingaman. Here's a low kick. Taken on the run here by Bingaman. He's tackled almost immediately out at the 22-yard line. So the Trojans have it all in their hands. Now they've got the football back. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. Shadle is in there along with Stinscomb in the backfield. Wagner and Bingaman will be in as receivers. Buffington in at quarterback. Everybody else in there to block. Eric Motter is the center for UDA. He's in there along with Regal and several others. We'll find out who. Back to pass goes Buffington. Over the middle, it's tipped and nearly intercepted out there by number 42, who got a hand on it. Wagner was the intended receiver, but Fager had got a hand on that one and knocked it out of there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Stopping the clock with 2:19 remaining. Trojans have 1 timeout left. Trojans are going to have to think about going to the sideline if we can get a first down, get out of bounds, and stop that clock. Again, the pass. And again, looking down the side it comes. It's caught out here, but the clock remains in the move as number 15, Kyle Bingaman, makes a great catch out here at the 32 or 3 yard line. Now they're finally going to stop the clock. because they need to reset the chains. I think it was enough for a first down, or at least Shoup is going to look at it. Nope, they're going to have to measure this one. Timeout for a measurement.
We have an official's timeout.
So this will be close. Stop the clock at any rate with 2:04 left in the ball game. And the boys with the chain gang here will bring on the sticks. This could be very close. In fact, I can't really see it. I can't see the ball. Oh, there's the ball. No, it's going to be short. Short by about a foot or so. And that will make it a third down and only a foot. But more importantly, we need to get about 33 more yards, or 67 more yards, and we don't care if it's short or not. We'll just take 6 and go home. No, no, we'll take 7 this time or whatever. All right, here we go from the 32-yard line, looking at a third down and maybe a short yardage. Both sides really into this ball game now as they are exhorting their teams to do the best they can out there. Buffington will look him over. Back to pass he goes. He's looking. Fires one over here. It is complete to Shadle. Shadle with the first down. Out to the 42-yard line. 41-yard line. Stops the clock momentarily with 1:50 to go. Trojans 60 or 71. Yeah, make that 59 yards away from pay dirt. On a 1st and 10. 1:44 left. Clock is in motion. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out there for Aaron Wegner. But goes a little bit too high for everybody. And it'll stop the clock with 1:38 left here in the ball game. Trojans have the play all set now as they put the power I in the backfield on this 2nd down and 10. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over here. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Shadle. And that time Nate might have been thinking more about running it than catching it that time as he looked upfield just for a second and makes it a 3rd and 10 now. So crunch time coming up here now. 1:34 left in the ball game. So boy, nothing would make us feel better than to be able to spring somebody loose and get up here and get a last-minute TD. Take a victory home tonight, but boy, it's been a tough ball game. See what happens here on this big 3rd and 10. Buffington back to pass again. Gets a little rush. Dumps one over here, but it's behind Nathan Shadle. So that time Jim did not throw that one well as he threw it behind Nathan.
Nick Reese on the pressure for Line Mountain.
And that's going to bring up a big 4th down play, and timeout's going to be called by the Upper Dauphin Trojans. Time called, and we'll be right back. 29 remaining in the ball game. This ball game boils down to this play for the UDA Trojans. They are faced with a 4th down and 10. The ball is at the 41-yard line of UDA. The crowd over the far side really getting excited about this one. We got 1.5 minutes left, 1:29 as a matter of fact. And here we go. Make or break on this one. Back to pass he is. Looking, firing one downfield. Man is out here. It is incomplete, and that'll do it. As the ball will get turned over now to the Eagles. Kyle Bingaman was the intended receiver. Jim threw the ball very deep, but boy, oh boy, there was 3 Line Mountain defenders on that play, and some good sportsmanship there by the Kyler and Mr. Tressler, who has really dominated play for those Eagles. And anyway, the Eagles will get the ball now, and they'll be able to sit on a couple because the Trojans have no timeouts left. 1:20 remaining in the ball game, and we have a temporary timeout here now as we have a equipment repair here just momentarily. And we'll be right set to go here in just a moment. UD has to get in there and try to tackle that football now if they hope to get it back. And I don't know how many times the Eagles would be allowed to sit on it, but it looks like that's what they might do because of the lineup they have in there. They just back off here and drop to an E. Yeah, he will. So the Trojans will see their their 3-game winning streak come to an end here at the hands of these Line Mountain Eagles, who have played an excellent ball game, and the Trojans, who have played just as well, but are going to come up short tonight here by a 6-point margin. But man, it was a good ball game from start to finish. Both teams really doing what they could to generate some offense, and the Eagles successful twice, the Trojans only once. Neither team making the extra point, and we have a 12-6 ball game. Clock winding down now, 42 seconds, and again, the quarterback will step on this one, and that will almost do it. They'll do it one more time. So we congratulate the Eagles on a fine outing here at UDA. They now run their record to 4-2. The Trojans will even theirs up at 3-3 and head for Juniata, up at Juniata next week. And we'll see if we can't get another streak going next week. But the boys have played very, very well tonight, except for that Tressler boy. I think it would have made a big difference, but that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. And just a tough loss here tonight. The boys will feel this one, but hey, you know, they hate to see their winning streak come to an end as the game comes to an end right there. And it was a super ball game. 12-6. If that was a baseball game, it would be 2-1. Remember, that 12-6 sounds like a thumping, but when it's a 2-1 ball game, why, that's not bad at all. The kids really put out both of them, and there's a lot of, I like to see the friendliness between these two groups out here. You know, they really show a lot of good sportsmanship. There were no unnecessary dumbness penalties out here, you know, for fussing around after a play or whatever. Both teams really came to play football tonight, and they did a heck of a job. And so we congratulate the Eagles, and for the Trojans, congratulate them too on a super effort, just coming up a little bit short. So we will join you again next week from Juniata Stadium, where we'll take on those rough and tough Juniata Indians, and we'll see if we can begin another streak here for the UDA Trojan. Final score again is the Line Mountain Eagles 12 and the Upper Dauphin Trojans 6. Good night from UDA.